Hi guys, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing great. So in this video, I'm doing a soft-spoken story time about growing up, my childhood. Guys, don't mind my hair. It's crazy today. It gets crazy sometimes, like uncontrollable. Like, look at it. It's like uncontrollable. It's like wild all over the place. So I wanted to do a story time for you guys. So first, before I get started on this video, we're gonna start with our outfit. The top I just got today at a little store in the mall, and the pants are from the pajama set at Victoria's Secret. So if you ladies are interested, you still can go get yourself one. The pants are super comfy. So these pants are from the Victoria's Secret set. So if you're interested, you can go get it. They still have it, and it's so comfy, it's so soft. You can adjust it, tie it, and yeah. So okay, and also guys, the last video I wanted to address some things. First, I'm not living out of my car. That would be dangerous, guys. That wouldn't be safe, and it just wouldn't be good. Okay, so I'm not doing that. You guys already know I'm looking for a place, so that story is, I have to get to too. But yeah, I did already find a place. I haven't settled on it 100%, but I did hold it. So yeah, we might be going into that place, guys. So when I say we, guys, it's me and you. It means like us together, because we are a team. We are together in everything we do. Yeah, so everything I get and I do is for you guys. So yeah, so and also a lot of things, what other things I wanted to address in this video from the last video. Oh, a lot of you guys were wondering, like, oh, with the wipes and stuff, it was a little interesting. Well, guys, I never grabbed the first wipe. Either sometimes it's dry or it's just sitting on the thing, and I don't think that's very sanitary. It has to be in the thing for it to be safe. So I always take that one out and grab the second one. Now, some stores, when you pull out one, the whole thing comes out, like 3 or 4 of them, and you can break them and leave the rest on the the little counter where it's at, but then it'll dry up and you're wasting it that way. It's better when it comes out just to use that, and it's not like it's doing any harm because there's more liquid to sanitize the handle. One sometimes is not enough. A little wipe, it doesn't have enough liquid in the wipe. Sometimes it's a little dried out, but having a little bit more, it's good to sanitize it better if you're going to be in the store a very long time and you need to make sure it's sanitized. So I'm very thankful they provide that to us. That's wonderful. So yeah, so that's that. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that they provide that to us. And then also the cookie, guys. So a lot of you guys were wondering about the cookie situation. As you guys know, I love gingerbread cookies. It's one of my favorite cookies, especially during the holidays because that's when it's around. I love and can only eat soft, chewy gingerbread cookies. I can't eat hard cookies. It doesn't, like, I don't like hard cookies, so I only like soft, chewy cookies. So when I grabbed the first one, I really thought it was either overcooked, like it was type of a soft cookie, but it was gonna be like a little chewy, maybe just a little bit hard, not over like a hard cookie. I didn't know it was a hard cookie. So as you guys know, like sometimes I got problems, so you guys know that already. So when I check it, it doesn't ring in my head that that is going to be a hard cookie because it broke. I shouldn't be trying like the second one. But I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's just the first one. It's overcooked or something. Let me try another one. Maybe it's soft. And I was just giving it a chance. But after the second time, it ringed in my head that the cookie is not for me. So I didn't mean to break it, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah, I just can't eat hard cookies. It bothers my teeth, and it also just like, I just don't like it. Yeah, so it has to be soft and chewy. And yeah, so that's that. So in this video, we're going to be doing a story time of me growing up. Now, I get a lot of assumptions of me growing up. People think that I'm stuck up, spoiled. I grew up wealthy. I had everything handed to me. Okay, I don't know what work is, and I never sweated a day in my life. You know, all that. Okay, guys, that's what gets thrown at me. Assumptions. Now, I want to clear this up and kind of tell you guys my life story, so you kind of know about me, as you guys are my fans and you deserve to know about me, and you know, and I want you guys to know who I am and my life and everything. So I don't know how to start this. Let's see. First, okay, I don't have anything handed to me. Never had anything handed to me, given to me. I wasn't, you know, fortunate in those like kind of wealth ways. Oh, here's this, here's that, here's this luxury thing, here's this, that. Here, everything is just handed to you. No, that's not the case at all, guys. At all. Far from that. So, as you guys know, I told you guys this before, that I am an only child. Ooh, I should title this Sit Down and Talk, or sit down and talk with me, or something like that, or a story of my life, or life story. I don't know what to title this. But so, as you guys know, I'm an only child, and I was raised by a single mom that put her whole life for me, and I was her only focus. And she had me at 20 years old. Young, I know, so sad. And it's sad because, first of all, having a child is already a big responsibility. You have to put your whole life for the child. You have to raise it into, I mean, you're creating another human being, and you make sure you have to raise it the right way, so, you know, it knows everything. So that's already a lot of work. But doing it as a 20-year-old is like so sad, so more harder, and it's just so amazing how she, you know, pulled it off, and, you know, did great in raising me, because I feel very content and loved and everything. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything like the other half of me, which is my dad. So, because she gave so much love. But we're best friends now, and you know, of course, we argue, fight, you know, that's the usual. You do that with anybody you love. But you fight, you argue, and then you, like, you know, you make up again, you're happy again. But that happens, of course. You know, she never believed in anything like sleepovers or parks or anything like that. So I was only with her. I 24/7 besides school. So I would get up in the morning. She would take me to school, pick me up, bring me back home, do my homework, eat, and sleep. Homework, eat, and sleep every night for the rest of growing up. And I never was sad about, oh, I don't get to go to that sleepover, Mom, or Mom, I really want to go hang out with my friends, or I want to go to the park. And I never had that kind of you know, I don't know the word is, like craving for that, because you can't really miss what you don't have. I never had a taste of it to miss it. So I wasn't really caring for it because I was so happy at home. And so, but I see other kids like, oh man, my mom and dad didn't let me go to my friend's house. And I look at them like, oh, like, why you don't want to be with your parents? You know, because I didn't know any different. I thought just the right thing to do is to be with your parents. And it is. You know, when you're young growing up, you shouldn't be fooling around or partying or anything like that. You should focus on your studies and focus on your life growing up, because that's very important as you're growing up. While you still have school around, because once school is over, you're on your own. You really are on your own. But yeah, so that was my life. It was only studies, no boys. Okay, they always were coming on to me, of course, because you know, guys, you know. But you know, I was cute, so I still am cute. But you know, when you're younger, it's a little bit more like, you know, the boys are like ready to it. You know, they're a little faster, of course, than the girls. The girls are, you know, but I wasn't interested in boys or anything. I was only interested in my studies and my work, and that was really fun for me, going to school, and I just wanted to get up in the morning and go to school, and I was so excited. So that was my life, and that was that. And then she would pick me up. Of course, I told you guys this in the Halloween special. She would pick me up every day, and we lived across the street from a Ralph, and it was an apartment complex, and it was a really beautiful apartment complex. They're just regular, guys, nothing lavish, nothing fancy, just regular. And the apartments are still there too, so like, yeah. But and she would take me every day to Ralph after school, every day, guys, every day. She wouldn't miss a day. It was like every day. And I was in elementary at this time, and I would go to the little counter. They used to have like a box where you could get either peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the box. I don't know if they have it now. I don't think Ralph has that now, but they have it, a little peanut butter, and I know other stores have it, but a little peanut butter and jelly box, like little chips and a cookie and a juice. But my favorite was a turkey sandwich, so I would get it in the box. I'd be really excited. But then as I got the box, you know, a couple times, I really wanted them to make it. So she would just have me go up to the counter, and the boy would make my sandwich for me with turkey, bread. My favorite on a sandwich is pepperoni and pickles. That's my favorite, and it has to be salty. I just love the salt and vinegar chips with my turkey sandwich. That's what I loved. Now my favorite is a veggie sandwich with salt and vinegar chips. I don't eat cold cuts anymore. That stopped when I was many years ago, so I don't eat that, but that was my favorite. And I would go back home, do my homework, and then we did have TV, so I would watch my favorite, you guys know, Disney Channel shows, Hannah Montana. Oh my god, that was my favorite. Oh, it was That's So Raven, and then Hannah Montana came out, and then that was my favorite. But back in the day, guys, you know, if you're a 90s kid, you know, back then, man, you know, it was popping, and everything is like so nostalgic right now for me when I think about it. It's such a memory, and I love it so much, thinking about the time that Disney Channel in my time was just so fun and wonderful. Whoever was the 90s babies, very lucky to have that Disney Channel back then, because the shows were just so amazing and really educational. So you learn a lot, and I love that. I don't know about now. I don't know what Disney Channel is now, but back then it was just, I loved it. So that was that, and I would go home sometimes, watch a show on Disney Channel, and then do my homework, and then go to sleep, and then repeat the next day. In the morning, breakfast was just, I would get at the elementary, my favorite, they would have like a breakfast sandwich. So I would get that, or their chocolate muffin. But yeah, so that was my life as elementary. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If I'm not, oh, it's getting dark. It's 5 o'clock right now, so yeah, it's getting dark. But so that's that. And so she raised me and she put her whole life for me, and I never got to do sleepovers. She didn't believe in that. My mom's very paranoid and she still is. I think she still thinks I'm 7. But no, she doesn't. She knows, but like she gets paranoid a little bit. Like if I don't know, like she just is like that. And well, I look really young, guys. Like in public, like I'm 25, but I look like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old. I get that told, like when I go to the store. I had a lady tell me like a couple months ago. She was like, are you going to high school? I was like, no, those days are long gone. And she said, oh, okay, how old are you? And I was like 25. And she worked at the grocery store, guys. No stranger. I don't talk to strangers, which grocery store people are strangers too, but they're different. They're like the grocery store. They're ringing you up. And she just asked that. She thought I was going to school. I don't know why. But I get a lot of people tell me that they think I'm in high school, and a lot of people. And I tell them I'm 25. They're like, what? And then I tell them, how old do you think I look? And I've asked a couple people, and some people have said 17. Some people said 12. I was like, which is great. I love to look young and have that great genetic and look young, because when I'm 50 years old, I want to look 30 or 20. So I love that I look young, because I don't want to get old and I don't want to age. And it's just, I don't want to age. But yeah, so she's still paranoid because I look young. So she thinks, I don't know, I'm still gonna get kidnapped or something. But you guys saw like the Halloween story. I almost got kidnapped, and I had other different occasions that has happened too. So she's just always really protective of me. And yeah, so yeah, just a typical parent, walking to your car. She's like, you make sure you lock your doors when you get in. And I'm like, I know, I'm not a child. I am not a child. I know to lock my damn door when I get in. That's dangerous to leave it open. I know to, when I walk in the street, don't put your head in your phone, because someone could either hit you in your head, take your phone, or take you, or rob you. I don't know. Like, I know all these things, but she likes to repeat because she's protective like that. So, but she was really protective of me as a kid, so it was no sleepovers, none of that. She does not like that, like leaving your kid in someone else's home overnight. You don't know anybody, like don't know the parents, and if you do, you still can't trust anybody with your kids. So that's how her mindset was. And no parks, none of that. And yeah, that was the protective lifestyle. Keep your child with you. That was her mindset, and that's how I was raised. So very sheltered. Now, a lot of you guys think, okay, you were born wealthy, you are just spoiled, you just have everything handed to you, and you didn't work a day in your life, and you're basically rich. That's what you guys, some of you assume. No, guys, I did not grow up wealthy. I did not grow up rich. I did not grow up with Benzes in my driveway. I didn't grow up with lavish, fancy lifestyle. No, I did not. Now, I do have rich taste in my blood. I guess I would call it rich blood. I don't know, because on my mom's side, her father, my grandfather, my mom's dad comes from a wealthy family in Iran back in the time before, the revolution. So, and she owned a lot of things, and she was little, she experienced a little taste of that rich lifestyle, but they weren't nice to her. Like my mom was saying, like her grandmother was not like, nice to her, because she just did not like her son with the woman that he chose, which is a regular, not a rich woman, and she was really mean to my grandma, which is, my mom's mom. And because, the boy is rich, which is her son, my grandfather, and he's going with a woman that's not, and they just didn't like that. So she was like, not anything. So, and then they had a kid, and so, my great grandmother, which is the one that's, the wealthy woman in Iran, was, mean to her a little bit. Didn't like her that much because she's from, the woman she didn't like. So, yeah, but she's, that's how it was. So she was wealthy. So that's in my blood, yeah, but nothing was passed on to me. And my mom didn't have anything passed on to her. And she has really, she had a really hard life and really scary stories because she was not living in the most lavish or luxury place. It was far from that. And scary stories, a lot of scary stalker stories, killer stories, like really scary stories. And so that is her life. She had a really hard life. Not one thing has been passed on to me, and that's fine. I don't mind that. I like working for everything I have. I like working. If I don't work, I get sick. I'm a workaholic. I love working and keeping busy, but it would be nice to have like money passed on and you could live a comfortable, lavish life or whatever, but that didn't happen. So yeah, so my mom raised me all by herself and just could provide me a home and food, and that's it. Nothing special, nothing, if I wanted something, it was just, you just have to wait till, it's just like a laptop. Like it took my mom to get me a laptop, like, I don't know how many years, maybe. I don't know how many years, and I don't want to name a number because I don't know, but it was years, and she finally was able to get it for me at, I think I was in junior high. I don't remember yet. I think junior high is when she finally got me to, or middle school. No, it was junior high, I think. To finally get me a laptop. And that was always my dream, to get a laptop. That was like saw everyone have one, and I really wanted one. And I knew that that would be something for my future. Like I really wanted it. So I never got it till my mom finally got it for me, and it was really hard for her. But it took a while, but I got it. And so I'm very appreciative of everything I have. I'm very thankful for everything. So I'm not no spoiled, that people think I am. I'm not. I know what is the word? I know the meaning of hard work, and I appreciate people that work hard. It doesn't matter what you do, you're still working, and that's very appreciative. You could be working at the grocery store, you could be working in a doctor's office, or you could be famous, working for a famous person. It doesn't matter. As long as you're working, it's very appreciative, and I appreciate anyone that works and is working, because that's an amazing thing, to work. And I know the meaning of that, and I know the meaning of life and hard work and not having anything, because I didn't have anything growing up. So I understand all that. So my mom's family, her aunts and cousins, which I guess, guys, are they my cousins too? Like if your mom has cousins, an aunt, like the aunt has kids, it's her cousins. Are they my cousin too? I'm sure they are. I don't know if they're first cousin, second cousin. I don't know any of that stuff, but I know they're family and they ain't nice. So that's all I know. But I think they're my cousin too. I don't know, but they're my mom's cousins. So, and her aunts. So all of the aunts and cousins, oh, they're going to be watching this. Who cares? I'm telling you guys my story. I don't care if they watch this, they hear it. I don't care. It's the truth. The truth hurts. It's the facts of life. But, so, and I'll tell you guys, if you want to know, let me know in the comment section down below how they found out about all this, guys. So, they didn't know, and I didn't tell them. and then they found out. So yeah. So so back to them. Okay, so guys, so they had money. Okay, they still have money. And they had money, and I mean, they had more then than they have now, but they had money, they had cars, they had Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, they had a 5-bedroom house, 2 of them in the city, and they had money, okay? Now me and my mom, we don't have anything, okay? We're simple, regular, just day-to-day life, surviving and living a regular life. Now, we would be around them, because sometimes they would have a party, like not a party, but like a get together. My grandma's, that's her sister, so she would go and we would go, and we would go because, you know, food was good. So we go have food, and because we didn't get to have that wasn't, you know, that's like a luxury, and then we didn't have that, so we would go and they would have good food, and you know, nice and stuff. Now that I look back, I'm like, these people just like wanted us, they didn't want us there, but they didn't mind having us there just so they could show off their money and their stuff. Now, me and my mom, that's our, you know, that's your family. So you're going to love your family and you're happy for them. Like, I'm happy for anybody that's successful and works hard. It's amazing. As long as you're kind and you're a good person, then that's, you know, that's all I care about. But when you're successful and you work hard, that's wonderful. I'm a person that's very proud and inspired by people, seeing people like that. So I enjoyed it when I see them like having everything. They're showing off their bags and their car, and I'm like, wow, like, and I'm saying their name, like, oh wow, that's so nice, like, oh my god, I hope to have that one day. And they were like that, like so mean, like like, you have that? Whatever, like, you're poor now and you're always gonna be poor, you know, like that. And so it didn't hurt my feeling or anything, because like, I'm a kid, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just like going along with them, like, oh, you know, because I'm a kid and that's my family, so I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you know, I don't think of meanness at that time. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then like, they always had, you know, like I told you guys, I always wanted a laptop. So I remember I was there, and you know, these people, when you think about it, like, these people are like, you know, balling, basically. They're balling, they got money, they're your family. And I mean, you have like your cousin's child, and your cousin and her child, like, are not, you know, like that, as fortunate, and I guess that's the word, I don't really like using that word, but that's the word, as fortunate as you guys at the time. I mean, it would be a nice thing to like, here's like a gift card or something, go get yourself the laptop you're dreaming about, or here's something, my god, like something. Like, they didn't even give me anything for my birthday. They're so mean. They asked, oh, what would you like for your birthday? Like, because I would tell them, oh, you know, it's my birthday, you know, giving a hint to them, like, you know, it's my birthday. And this was when I was older, guys, like 16, and I didn't have anything. Like, I remember my wish list was like $100 Forever 21 card and $100 a Visa card, so I could buy some things, you know. And they were like, okay, what do you want, whatever. And I give the wish list, and they just laughed at my face, like and they just jump in their Mercedes-Benz and, you know, whatever, like that. She wants all these things, like, who are you? So yeah, and that's at 16 years old, that's when I cut them off. I said to myself, you know what? Like, these people just want to show off and laugh in my face and make fun and say that I'm not going to be anything and I'm not going to do anything and I'm always going to be poor and down and you know, a bum. That's what they called me, a bum. Like, you're going to be a bum like your mother. Like, you guys are poor and you're going to always be poor. So So that's what it was. They're very mean, and that's how they are. They're not giving people. I'm a giving person. I have a good heart. I love giving back and donating, and God, if my family and I mean, seeing someone not having something and you have so much, like, it's not going to kill you to give something at least, because you're blessed that way if you give. It's just the right thing to do. Now, that's how I am. I'm like that. I have a good heart and I love giving back. So, that was hard for me growing up. And I remember when they would like have the food on the table. It was so delicious. It was Persian food. When me and my mom would grab to like make a plate, because like I told you guys, we only went because, at that time you're kind of like, okay, it's family. They want to be them, show off. It's okay. Like, we're going to still have a nice time, love them, that's how we were. Oh, I look back, God, we're like, just, so nice. But, remember every time we would go to their house for the get together, because like I told you, my grandma, that's her sisters, and, the sister's kids, so it's like cousin, whatever. So every time they poured themselves food, they don't look at each other funny, because they're like, oh, we're rich, this is our food, really, like, I'm sitting there, my mom's sitting there, I'm like, ooh, khale, which is like your aunt's, in Farsi you say khale, which is means aunt, like, you're like, khale, oh my God, this is so good. I remember, guys, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I love it. Like, it's so delicious. Oh my God. And I'm putting my plate and they all like look like, like you're getting too much, Just food. There's nothing wrong with giving food to anyone or giving food to someone and sharing. There's nothing wrong with that. And, but that's how they are. So you can't change people. If they're bad, they're bad, But, I remember we put our plate and they would just look like, like looking how much you got, like, it's a little too much she got, they just look. Now they don't say anything. They'll look. And from their look, they don't like you getting too much, or you're just putting a little too much. You're feeling a little too comfortable, aren't you? Now, guys, so I would, put my food. I don't care they're looking, man. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. You can look all you want. I'm still eating. Now, I'm eating, but I'm not like that as a kid. If it was right now, you going to look at me like that? Okay, we're going to have a problem. Okay, no, I'm just kidding, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But then as a kid, they're looking, I get scared. Like, me and my mom are always like, we're so, like, around them. Like, we had to act like, oh, of course, like, listen to them. Like, they would just look. Now, when you go back for seconds, that's where it's sad. They go, okay, you had enough already. Okay. And I'm like, and at that time, we're like, oh, okay, like, But now I'm thinking back, like, oh my, like, they put food for themselves as much as they want. They don't look at each other because they're like, known as like, yeah, but for us, because we're known to them as like the bum mother-daughter, poor, like, you're gonna always be poor, okay, like that. Don't grab seconds. That's enough. You need to save the rest for, the richer people, whatever. That's how they were. And so, it went on like that. When they had get-togethers, we would go. It was the same thing every time. One time, we had a little lunch before we had got there. Now, as you guys know, we didn't have, anything really, me and my mom. So we just had regular food. It was like either fast food sometimes or, the grocery store I told you guys or something. But my mom had let them know that we had a little lunch earlier, and then they had like a dinner like a couple hours later. When it time to serve, one of the cousins turns around when I come to get a little bit of the salad for my plate because I'm hungry still, And she turns around, she goes, بسته شما خوردین, which is in Farsi. My Farsi fans could know what that means. بسته means that's enough. شما خوردین means you had enough. I'm sorry. شما خوردین means you guys already ate. Okay. All right. Now that hurt my feelings at that time because like it's so mean. Oh my god, that's so mean. Like you already ate. Like what the hell? Like now, man, you tell me that. What the hell you talking about already ate? If I want to eat again, that's none of your damn business. Now, as a kid, you know, you're just different mentality. You're like, oh, okay. And you know, my mom's like, oh, okay. Like we're just staring at them eating and we're still hungry. Like my mom's family, which is the cousins and the aunts, they never liked us. They've always had an you know, first of all, we didn't have anything. They didn't like that. And also my mom and me have a different look than them, guys. The cousins, like, they were always like mean to my mom. They would never take her out when she was younger, and they told me to why. Like, she had like just the look that they didn't have, you know. They're a different look. They are not. Now, guys, I don't judge anyone by their look. I don't care if you're purple, green, yellow, you're a supermodel, or you're average. I don't care. As long as you're a good person in here is all I care about. That's all I care about. A good person. Like if you're a good person, that's all that matters. So, that's that. But they're not nice and they're not, you know how in the model world they'll say, you know, your look doesn't match, or they'll say you know, you don't have it in the looks department. You know how they're critiqued like that in the industry with the modeling and stuff. If you're a runway type and you're not, they'll say, you don't have the look or something like that. So they didn't have the look, okay, guys? They didn't have that look that, you know, is, you know, they're just regular looking. So they were really mad about the look, and we didn't have anything, so it was like a plus for them. Like, oh, they look like that, but they don't have anything, so it's okay. We do. But now that I'm able, thank God that I'm able to take care of myself. Not to the full extent of being established yet, of course. I'm not to that level of being established and comfortable to the point of not having to, you know, you guys know. So I'm not to that level yet. And, but that's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm working on to make sure I do get to that level, guys, to be established so I'm able to provide more for you guys and be able to show you guys more and everything. So I want you guys to see amazing things and all that stuff. And for me to do that, I have to have, you know, make sure I'm, you know, established in a way. So I'm able to do a lot more for you guys. But I'm very thankful that I'm able to take care of myself, and now that I don't have to depend on anyone to treat me bad or insult me or, you know, it's really sad, guys. And I just want you guys to know in life, you can be anything you want to be as long as you put your focus and your mind and set it on that goal, and you can get there. It doesn't matter where you are, guys. It doesn't matter right now watching this. Guys, please go after whatever it is you want to go after. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Now, you're going to have people that are not going to like you. You're going to have people that are going to love you and want the best for you. Those are the people that you want near you, that are going to support you, that are going to want you to succeed, that are going to want to help you get there and will celebrate your success with you. That's the kind of people you want around you. Now, guys, people's family can get jealous of them too. So a lot of successful people are like, oh, you know, our family got jealous of us. Great. Oh, come on. Do not. Guys, always have to make sure you keep the people that love you and support you near you, and the people that don't, you have to let them go. You just have to let them go. So make sure you guys focus on whatever it is you want to do and do it. And don't let anyone stop you. Nobody, guys. Nobody. Not even your family. Don't let them talk you and tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Don't listen to anybody but yourself, because you are the person that is going to live with yourself. So it's your life and your happiness that matters. So yeah, so that's the kind of tip I have for you guys. Now, I thank you guys so much for everything, for helping me get to a place where I am able to take care of myself, because, it's the worst thing to be treated bad or insulted. Or now they look at me and they watch my videos and they, now they're like, how did she get that? They're like so, upset. Like they're, have a little bit of a, guys, I don't want to say, but they have a little bit of like, oh my God, how did you get that? Like, you were poor. What happened? But, and it's like worse. Now we have not talked to them in years. And, maybe, 3 years now? Yeah, we haven't talked to them in like maybe 3-4 years now. What was another thing? So that's that. And yeah, so I never had anything handed to me, guys. I worked for everything I have. Yeah, and if you guys want to know more stories of how the family, first of all, found out about this, oh my God, guys. Oh my God, it was a big problem. As soon as they found out, they called my grandmother up. They said, do you know what she's doing? She's taking photos of herself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I was going to eat when I gave this story time, but I know, guys, and when I eat, okay, my brain don't think, like, it's not going to think to tell you a story time, and it's all going to be all over the place. And if this is all over the place, I'm sorry, but I know when I'm eating, it's going to be all over the place. I'm going to repeat myself 500 times. I'm going to eat. I'm going to forget what I just said. I'm going to say it again. So I couldn't eat doing this. I had to sit down and do a talk with me, guys. What should I title this? Man, I need to know what to title this. Should I do talk with me, sit down with me? Ooh, we should start, guys, a segment. Or like a series. Talk with me. Sit down with me. And then you guys will give me topics and I tell you advice and stuff. I think we should do that, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. We should do a talk with me. Talk with Hungry Lips. Sit down with Hungry Lips. And I give you guys advice and you write in your topics. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh my God. And then we could have like tea time with Hungry Lips. Or sit down, like I said to you guys, and we could like have either our Starbucks coffee. You guys can choose what drink to have in the segments or the series or whatever it is. But you guys let me know. Let me know if that's a good idea. And let me know in the comment section down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope that this video kind of gave you more of an insight and look into how my life was. And you guys got to know more about me in this video. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Okay,